really fantastic offer for you guys. I partner with Mojave Audio. Mojave Audio is a microphone company. They make boutique mics out of Burbank, California. And what I have in my hand here is the MAD, or otherwise known as the Smooth Alternative. It's a handheld dynamic mic, and I absolutely adore it. I love this microphone. Truly, this is not cheap. This is not cheap stuff. This is a really well-built, sounds great, killer mic. And here's the offer. When you purchase the Vocal Athlete package, my 2 primary courses in a bundle, Mojave Audio is going to send you this microphone for free. That's right. Purchase my 2 top vocal training courses called the Vocal Athlete package and get great training. And at the same time, Mojave Audio is going to ship you for free this hand-built, beautiful, well-crafted microphone. I kid you not. It's a good deal. Click the link below, get more information. Kind of thinking, Jim, in a brief way, maybe talk to Eric a little bit, share with Eric a little bit about maybe some aha moments or something sort of new you've been working on, what you've been doing, what's working for you recently, if you have any feelings as such. And then what we should do is dive right in and take care of Eric and see how it goes for him.
Sure. The main thing, I actually talked to you about this in the park, Eric, when we were hanging out last. I do these super slow glissandos for an octave, with just the tracking, and I try to really pay attention to where the rough spots are, and that's my warm up, right? And obviously working through the passaggio, above, so it's always every octave, the passaggio is somewhere contained in that octave, right? And so that's my warm up, and then I go to quack and release on my the notes in my just above my passaggio, so like E, F, F sharp, and G. Those 4 notes. I'll work on quack and release, then I'll go to contract and release. Do that a little bit, and then the big kahuna is attack and release. I'll work on quack and release, then I'll go. Yeah. So and attack and release is a little dicey in the sense that for definitely want to be warmed up for it, and you definitely want to have Coach Robert like scrutinize you while you're doing it, because it's I get mission creep where like I think I'm doing it and then it just kind of it just kind of evolves into something else that isn't really attack and release. So anyway, that's the short story.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. Sounds like you got a lot of techniques to play with. That's one thing we can take away from that.
I do. I
traveling around a lot of ideas and experimenting and plugging them into onsets into different things and stuff, and that's just great. That's just exactly what you want to get from the methodology. Eric, how's your voice been?
It's been okay. I'm not warmed up today, but what I've been doing, on and off in the last 10 months or so, I'll occasionally I'll go back and I'll do the training, I'll do the course. Sometimes if I'm not doing that, I'll play piano and I'll just find myself singing some notes. So I'm trying to keep my voice going. When I see Jimmy, we often talk about you in the classes. And one thing I remembered him sharing with me recently is something you said, because we were talking about certain things, and he said, I think it was something like always be in crime mode, never be not in crime, like reinforcing that. So occasionally if I'm singing, I remind myself, keep that in crime mode, keep that's what singing, that's really what singing is in a way. That's an important element of it.
That's right. That's right. You've heard me say this. Maybe you picked that up. That you may not remember me saying this, but I have. It's a way of underscoring how important it is. So crime mode, if you didn't know if you didn't know otherwise, you might think that when we talk about it, that you imagine there's kids watching these videos and stuff, they might think we're talking about a cool singing technique. Like this, like we're gonna talk about vibrato today, or distortion today, or yarling, or umpture shapes, or something like that. And it's not really. It's actually elevated above a singing technique. Cry mode is the singing voice. It is the physical mode. It's the platform anything sits on. Anything. Even if you wanted country singing to be a little bit silkier and less fatiguing, it all should have a laryngeal configuration that elongates, which makes the vocal folds agile, increases compression, right? Removes pharyngeal constriction, and when human vocalizations move through a thinned out vocal fold position like this, it tends to sweeten the sound color. As far as our ears are concerned, it emotes on a very, very primitive subconscious level. When we sing through cry mode, it emotes amplified emotion. Now, the context of that emotion wouldn't always have to be sadness, but the context of that emotion will be provided in the lyrics and the other visual cues and the other messaging that's going on with the artist. So it could be happiness or jealousy or something else or whatever. But if you're phonating through elongated vocal folds, it's going to create amplified emotion. So Jim, give us a really clever biological evolution answer as to why that is.
I'm thinking it's because babies, they got to be able to alert their parents that something's going on, and parents are attuned to like rocket towards the baby.
That is that answer is correct, and it's on the path of being correct. I give it a B.
Okay.
It can go even so. Babies are but one of many different. If you think about human evolution, if you think about, and I'm getting esoteric and a little bit geeky here, but if you think about the different kinds of hominids and different kinds of humans that once walked the earth, going back 10, 20, 30,000 years ago, when it wasn't just Homo sapiens, right? It was Anthropithecus, and it was a whole bunch of other ones. Okay, if you ever watched that stuff, all right, a lot of different kind of apes without hair, all right, Neanderthals. Okay, they were a different species, very similar to us. They all probably all of them would thin out the vocal folds in emergencies or when they needed help. So yes, I think the baby answer is maybe the best answer. That's actually a good answer, but I like to think it goes even deeper than that. Millions of years of evolution of hearing vocal sounds from that physical configuration for everything really since Australopithecus.
And it seems like other animals, other than primates, do use that cry mode, right?
Well, they're making high-pitched sounds in emergencies, but they don't have vocal folds like we do.
Okay.
Chimps, I'm talking a little bit on my ass here, guys, but I'm assuming chimps and gorillas and certain high evolved apes probably have similar apparatus to us, but a bird doesn't, I don't think, right? But there's still so anything that wants to stay alive is going to get high and loud. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, that's that cry mode. Good. So Eric, all the time, if you don't want to be fatigued, if you want the pharyngeal constriction to go away, if you want the sound color to even be just sort of silky and smoother and prettier, yeah. If you want to solve your problems, you're singing a song and you're trying to work on a problem, the first thing I go to is try to cry into it more, and it Sometimes it's just, oh, that's all I needed to do. I just needed to pull a little harder. I just need to thin out more, and you can get over the hump. It's fucking awesome. Okay, Eric. Why don't you do what you want to do? You might think that doing the warm up would be a good place to start, and it would be. You can do that, but I just kind of want to see where you want to take us.
Okay.
I want to give you some quality time because it's been a long time, and in the spirit of starting with a clean slate and finding out, what we're working with here, you decide. I want to see what kind of decisions you make and what you do. That'll tell me and Jim a little bit about where you're at and where your head is.
Okay.
So Jim, I want you to help me coach too. Okay.
Oh, okay. I feel like I got promoted.
You did.
All right.
Well, I mean, I could do the warm up, or I mean, one thing I did once with you is just gave an idea of like when I'm playing chords, and then I don't have anything right now, but I could just start singing to give an idea of the kind of thing I'm doing when I compose and see where my voice goes.
Well, when you in the last 10 months, I'm assuming it hasn't been completely ignored or abandoned your voice or concerns about the voice. I'm assuming you've been in the car buzzing or doing something, right? Or okay, that's all. Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. Whatever you want to do, whatever you think is interesting or helpful for you, for your voice. Let's see what we can do with it.
Okay, I'll just see if I'm not warmed up. I'll see if I find something sound-wise, just to be using my voice along with some of these chords. Let me see how the volume is. That too much? If I'm
actually like perfect, and while you're doing that, I'm just gonna make my settings good too. Zoom background noise removal. Nope, we don't want that, do we, Jim? We want. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Pretty nice framework. Okay, so does that have lyrics by chance? Is that developed?
That's just something, that's something I'll do, and then maybe I'll keep making sounds and then come upon lyrics, and then.
Yeah, sure. Okay, all right. So let's work on the vocal, the vocalizing, obviously. Okay. So what I would suggest you be focusing on is that a vocal tone and color that you're super excited and satisfied with? Generally speaking.
No, I mean, it's sort of like an O sound. I'm not sure why I started on, like, I'll do different vowel sounds sometimes. I mean, uh,
Well, hang on. I wasn't really asking about the vowel,
okay.
but I did say sound color, so that could be a little confusing. But that's also worthy of considering at the moment as well. What vowel you want to use? I'm talking more about. Let me. I can ask this better. How do you feel about your vocal fold compression on what you just did?
I don't know if I would say that it's breathy, but I'm suspecting that maybe it's, there's something soft about it. Maybe that's good, but maybe it's too, I don't know if that's called in the head or if perhaps there's not enough closure.
It depends on the context. If you're singing a sad ballad, opening the glottis and making it a little bit windy as such, would be considered to be in effect in the right context, in the right application, and that would probably be great idea to do that. Okay. But what are we doing right now, you, me, and Jim? What are we doing right now? What is this? What is it that you paid for? What are we doing? What is this right now? Are we in concert singing an Air Supply song, or what are we doing right now?
We're learning how to expand our range and have a tone that's pleasing to us and is talking of emotion and feels good for us to do it and hopefully for other people to hear it.
Great. Are we having a voice lesson? That's correct. Are we also having a voice lesson? Are we working on our voice? Okay, good. So when we're vocal training and we're working on our voice, is a compressed position more challenging, more kind of what we're striving for when we're working out in the gym?
Yes, I would think so.
Okay, we're working out in the gym right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we really were writing a song, then yeah, I like that open glottis effect thing. Yeah, super pretty, very cool. But we're not.
Okay.
We're in a gym working out. All right. Okay. So what does that mean, Jim? In other words, if we want Eric to get more out of his, not really writing a song, not with me on the screen. Maybe when we're done, he does the same thing and he wants to work on a song. But right now, in this lesson, what would you advise him to do to get more out of the lesson?
I mean, what's been helpful to me is having like a practice routine that will, incrementally improve my tone and my range.
That's a great answer, actually. It's not the answer I was looking for, but it's a correct one. Okay. Yeah, have a routine. Okay, that's fine. That's good. Get the product, get the program, get your stuff up and running. I'm gonna call you out a little bit, Eric. Do you have the Vocalist Studio scales and stuff ready to go?
I don't have them open on this computer. I mean, I have a piano. Well, obviously I have a piano in front of me, but right, I know I'm supposed to do that, but I've forgotten that should be opened right now. I probably could have it opened up in a minute or two.
I'm not going to ask you to interrupt our session by doing that now because we're running into tech problems or whatever. But in the future, when we do lessons, have your content ready to go because those workouts are important. All right. That's a great answer, Jim. Wasn't the one I was thinking, but it's a really good answer. Thank you. The one I was thinking was a little more practical, which was a little more in the moment, which is get your gloss together. Do what you just did. So do what you just did, and just like get real vocal, get real tone, remove the wind.
Okay.
So as you start, if we're training and you do the same thing, as you start getting your glottis to come together and giving us full tone, then you're going to start working harder.
Okay.
Physically and up here, you're going to be thinking, oh shit, it's easy to it's easy to relax the glottis. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm asking you, don't take it easy and relax the glottis because we're not using that sound color for an effect for a love song.
Okay, great.
Bring the vocal folds together and do the curls. All right. Okay. So do what you just did and get the vocal folds together. All right. And cry cry into your little melody and get the vocal folds together. Let's see if we can get some real tone to amplify.
Okay, so it's still cry mode, but that doesn't mean get soft. Maybe I'm mixing something.
Not at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Eric. I was a little confused about cry mode, and Coach explained it's not an emotional or theatrical cry. It's like a physical configuration.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was conflating them. I was conflating them.
Okay. Okay, so maybe just use the chord again, or find the note that would be sung from that end. I mean, the note was.
Every emotional cry has cry mode, but not every cry mode is an emotional cry.
I see. Okay.
It's a great answer, Jim. It's a physical position.
Okay.
Which, by the way, we could call it laugh mode too, because when you laugh, the vocal folds also thin out. It's another way of trying to get there to the same position. We're just making, okay. So thin out the vocal folds more and give us more compression, please. Go.
Yeah.
Let's brighten it. It's a little better. We've got a little bit more compression on that. That resonance is sitting back here in sort of a woofy, throaty, Kirby-ish position. We really don't want that right now. We want to get that forward and edgy. When I say edgy, what do I mean?
I believe that's the vowel, not a back vowel, but a more forward or a vowel.
There's 4 edging vowels in the program. E, A, A. Tell me, Jim. E, A, A. Or is there 3? Shame on me. Anyways, you got the right idea, Eric. So those are the edging vowels, and they tend to lean forward. So resonate. Eric, resonate off the top of your back teeth. Try it again, please. It needs to be brighter. Turn up the treble knob. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Get the resonance out of this woofy, throaty position and get it forward into the hard palate off the back of your top teeth. Brighten it.
Okay, and change the vowel perhaps to eh.
Yeah, that's a good point. So once we have the configuration and the resonance sort of, we've got a plan for that, then that's probably a good idea to talk a little bit about the vowel. So if we want to edge more forward to get this phonation package all ironed out, we're building a phonation package, right, with the elements here. Then we need to choose a vowel. That's a good point. A as in steak and eggs. Yeah.
Okay.
Because A is a great training vowel because it's the best vowel to teach students to lift and create an embouchure. It's best for the embouchure, and it's really bright and gets forward. It's good. It's great edging, and it's good embouchure position.
Okay.
No. Yeah, man. Oh, there you go. Time out. Much better.
Okay, cool.
That's amplified more, and when you begin to move the articulators, tongue, teeth, lips, you begin to move the articulators and add consonants to those vowels and produce language, it'll be a lot easier to hear it.
Okay.
It'll be easier to understand the words.
Yeah, right.
If it's more forward and more edgy, it's easier for the listener to understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Noticeably brighter and a little bit more forward, wasn't it, Jim? You noticed that?
Yeah, no, I definitely noticed it. This something occurred to me. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I was wondering if to turn what Eric's song that he's working on into another type of exercise is play it up a half step and sing it the same way.
That's a great idea.
A half step, play it a half step, half step, half step each time, because I think that it'll become even more forward.
That's a really great idea. Yeah. So then you literally, you take the idea, brilliant, Jim. You take the idea and you turn it into a vocalese.
Okay.
This fancy voice on top for vocal workout. Okay. How would you do that? You go ba da da ba da 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 ba da da da. Do that. Okay.
Half step.
Yeah. Walk up half steps. If you can you transpose that way? Are you gonna play to transpose?
Well, you're just going up each. If it's a triad, each thing goes up half a step, right?
Yes.
I mean, I realize it's not difficult for some people. It would be for me, but if you can do that, that'd be great.
Should I try that right now on this?
I think you should. I love your idea, Jim. Yeah, do it.
Cool.
But with forward and compression. I want more compression. It was better, but it was still a little puffy.
So it doesn't mean louder, but am I feeling it in my?
Yes.
Or is it more committed to it, or
and you're gonna feel a little bit more compression in your glottis.
Okay.
You're gonna feel a little more compression there, and you're gonna feel some. It's almost a phantom thing. You feel it, but it's hard to describe because it's so faint. But you're in your own body, so you can still feel it. You're gonna feel a little bit of pressure. A little bit of something happens forward, right?
And also, there's like 3 or 4 onsets in the course that are specifically make you feel the glottis like closing, so that it's a way you can kind of. I mean, I'm becoming more aware of when it's. When I'm getting some closure or not because of contract and release, dampen and release, attack and release, quack and release. Those 4 all do it, right?
Another really great answer. And you remember the onsets, Eric. We went through those, right? The onsets. So he's just basically saying, don't forget about the onsets in the program that teach you that kind of get your they're specifically target compression.
Yeah, and they all do it like in a different way.
Yeah.
Like they all like kind of achieve sort of the end result from a different angle.
Okay.
So anyway, they're all helpful, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. And Jim, I could have pivoted to that. I could have pulled out we could have went to the onsets. I certainly would. That would have been a good idea. But what I wanted to do this afternoon was just I wanted to just be a little more arty. I just felt like I just kind of wanted to work with something a little more musical, just to change.
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead, Eric. Great job, Jim. Go ahead, Eric.
Okay, I'll try going up half step.
Yes, please, with good compression.
Okay. Oh no, I can't. I can't transpose it because it's just not one. I don't know what the next chord is.
Okay, that's why you need your content.
Yeah. Right.
Because the content has some little musical slings in there that you can use. They're not all just sirens. There's some fun stuff in there, and you can change the speed.
Great. Yep.
All right, it's fine. So let's do it again. I like do it again. Just rotate it, and then we'll try something a little higher that you can play.
Okay.
It's maybe not too many black keys. That's fine.
Okay.
Focus on the glottis.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Okay, check this out. You're doing great. That's it. You're doing what I was hoping you'd do for yourself. That's great. Check this out. We got Really bright, great, good. Yeah. Like, don't drop the ball and walk away from it on the 5-yard line. We have offsets too. Like, yeah. Follow through, man.
Okay.
All right, go. Try this. Come out. Sustain that. Don't continue through the riff. Sustain that last note. Let's just do that a couple times, so you get a feel for that. You can get a feel for that cadence. Yeah. Notice that it's low, but it's still bright and forward. Yeah. Follow through. Yeah. Right. So, don't know why. It's always been this way. Right, for centuries. There's something about if you're in a melody or you're in a vocalese, you're in a workout. There's something about students getting to the low notes in that journey that when they get to the low notes, for some reason, they drop their bags and turn around and go home.
Uh-huh.
It's not just you. Like it's a human behavior thing. I don't know why, but there's something around. Suspect something around. Well, I've got, on a subconscious level, I've gotten through 80% of what I perceive to be the harder part, which is higher. So now that I'm down on the low part and I'm coming to an end, I can just coast and let go of the wheel and let that forward resonance fall back, let the compression open up and get windy. And you do that over and over and over again, and you get in the habit of having low notes that are non-amplified and kind of shitty.
Okay.
And you don't build the habit of really, having a nice configuration and singing through your low notes too.
Mm-hmm.
Low note mean not bright. It's not true.
Yeah, okay.
Low note mean easy, so I don't have to pay attention anymore, says the subconscious mind. Jim, you okay, buddy?
Yeah, yeah.
How's New York?
It's okay. Hey, I was wondering, you sent those two face melting songs to me.
I did.
And
it's pretty great, isn't it?
yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I listened to it. I was like, oh my god. But you said you would talk about it, so I don't know. I just want to remind you before I end the listen.
Yeah, can you forward it to Eric?
When somebody starts a sentence with "it doesn't have to be a loss for mankind," that's not like a great beginning of a sentence.
It's not. as if it already is.
Yeah, it's like I'm just saying it doesn't have to be.
Backpedal. Okay. All right, Eric. Great job on your singing. When you go forward to when you practice, and I look forward to seeing you again. You're always really fun to work with. That made all the world of difference. Just getting it forward. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
and working on your compression. So do you have pen and paper there? I'm going to remind you of Jim's lesson that he recommended.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay, I want you to get the content out. I understand it's probably been a while since you played with it. Get it out again, dust it off. And what I want you to write down is I want you to focus on getting your compression together. Because you can't, and you can, but I mean, it's not going to get you anywhere. You can't just sing with an open glottis and resonance falling back into a lazy position like that. That's just it'll never progress. It'll never go anywhere.
Okay.
And arguably, it's actually unhealthy for your voice. Like it could create fatigue and shit.
Okay.
So you need to get your voice forward. Okay, you need to edge. Focus on edging. Focus on compressing and getting real tone, not the sound of hot wind. Okay?
Okay.
When you're just sort of riffing like that. And to do the focus surgical work that Jim is recommending, quack and release onsets, attack and release onsets, and track and release onsets.
Okay.
As I say, you go into the content and you just drill the onsets. The onsets. You just drill. And you've done that before. You know what that is. Get back to that for 10 to 15 minutes. And then after that, then try applying it to your melody idea, and also in the warm-ups. Just the good old-fashioned the nasal warm-ups and all that as well.
Okay, great.
You're out of shape. I am too, by the way. You're out of shape. You just need to get in shape. So when the voice is out of shape, I'm assuming there's several things that are happening, but one thing I can tell you for sure, because I can feel it in my own voice, okay, is that the agility, the ability of the vocal folds to thin out, to stretch out, gets stiff.
Okay.
It's like if you're a gymnast and you haven't been doing it for maybe many years, and you go down to do your stretches and stuff and you're feeling stiff, same thing.
Yeah, okay.
So to really sing great and feel great, we've got to have this agility and this flexibility in the vocal folds, and all of those workouts get that going. And of course, cry mode on everything.
Okay, great.
So if you focus on I really need to get my vocal folds back in shape. I need to lean them out. I need to thin them out.
Mm-hmm.
I need to cry more. Or I get them compressed. Then whatever emits from that, whatever is released from that, whatever vowel is released from that, it's going to sound nice and bright and pretty.
Okay. Okay, great.
Right, Jim?
Okay.
Right, Jim?
I think so.
Okay. I might produce another prog metal song, and the prompt will be something. Jimmy, give me a prog metal song with a high operatic male singer of Jimmy Greenwood going to New Mexico on a vision quest eating peyote.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. All right. Jim, would you like me to give you a little something before we go?
Yeah, please. I mean, should I attempt to sing the Stevie Wonder song and check and see if it's improving? Because I've been getting frustrated, and for anyone who's watching this later, like, this song is, you might want to turn
the world loves you, by the way, Jim. Sometimes I get comments from people who are like, the whole world is pulling for Jim. The whole world is pulling for Jim. Everybody is pulling for you, Jim, all over the world. It's great.
Oh.
You have fans, and you don't even know it.
That's good. One day I'd like to be able to sing this song. So today may not be the day, but I'm just gonna, it's good for me to, even if I'm gonna mess it up at some point. But at least I'm doing it in front of people. And
you have transcended in your progress. You've transcended to a level, to a experience as a singer in your journey that a lot of people will go through, and that is you've gotten to a point where you're better than you think you are.
Okay.
Okay, and a symptom of that is the student is too hard on themselves, and they say, "Well, it's not that great," or "I'm going to sound like shit," or whatever, and it's actually not that bad.
All right. Well, let's see what happens. I hope you're right. And you know,
I'm just telling you, I am right.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing. I'm just saying you're at that point. That's sort of a compliment, saying you've progressed at the point where you're at this sort of this weird point where you're actually better than you think you are.
Okay.
And then you get past that and you realize you actually kick ass. All right. So,
Okay.
yeah, go.
All right. Can you hear this? Is that coming through? La 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 la, my chérie amour, lovely as a summer day. My chérie amour, distant as the Milky Way. My chérie amour, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only girl my heart beats for. How that you were mine.
All right, cut. That was just really very endearing. That sounded good, dude. That was very nice and very pleasant.
Okay.
It was right on pitch. It's got a little bit of huskiness to it, but in a way where it comes off as sort of a style for you. Like, it was really nice.
Okay. I mean, the song does go higher than that, but at least if the first verse is sounding good, that's a victory for me right there, you know.
Okay, we're going to do it again, but I'm going to give you a good coaching tip, okay? You ready for this?
Yes.
If you could do this, it would be like you'd go from B to B plus A minus. The articulation of those lyrics need to be don't need to be, but it'd make it a little more cool if you did. It's a stylistic-y thing. Kind of hard to explain. It needs some dialect to it, in a way. It needs to not sound like speech articulation so much. Sort of flat. I don't mean pitch, but just in experience and prosody. Flat speech and more embellishment of your articulator. So what I mean by that is product A, kind of what you're giving us. Excuse me. my chérie, what's the lyric?
Yeah, lovely as a summer day.
Okay, great, thanks. My chérie, lovely as a summer day. My chérie, howling with the Milky Way. Now, I'm singing, I'm not speaking. So what I want to do is put in a little bit of, I really wish I had a better word for this, but it might work. A little bit of like British accent nuances, but not literally trying to do that, but something that would make those words sound more classy. Or pretty. Watch my lips and the articulators. My chérie, more. It's not more, like you're ordering a pizza in Brooklyn. It's more. My chérie, more. Happy as the sunny day, my chérie, more. I'm not done with the Milky Way. Not done with the milk. It's not a Milky Way. It's a Milky Way. You see what's going on there? You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No, it does sound better what you're doing.
Yeah. You milk the sex appeal out of all the diphthongs, and you make it really, you know what I'm saying?
I think so. I don't know if I can do it, but but no, it
You don't
definitely.
get that?
No, I think I do. I'm not sure how to describe it to myself.
Try this. Just try this. My sure, not my Shari amor.
Okay, so I'm a little
Sound like you should be
robotic.
changing my tires. No, my Shari amor. Try that. Shari amor.
Let me do it in the key of the record. Hold on.
There, fair enough. You could put some of that flavor in there. It would be really cool.
My Sherry Amar.
Yeah. The more. Work the diphthong in the lips on more. I said my. I'm gonna cry because I got my Sherry Amar. It's more. My Cherie. I'm gonna accent E. My It's not sha, but it's a shu. It's not sha. Sha is an ugly color. Shu is a pretty color. My Cherie Amar. You see.
My Sherry Amar. Sherry Amar.
Mar. No. Get big, heavy, dopey O out of there. My Cherie Amar.
My Sherry Amar.
Your Cherie was really nice. Get that big, heavy O. The O is an ugly sound color for singing. Get the big, heavy O out of there. My Cherie Amar. It's not a mar, but it's more of a mud. More of a mud.
My Sherry Amar.
There you go.
Okay.
Do it again.
All right, let's try it.
Jim, let me hear you do it again. No.
Oh.
My Cherie and a ma. My Cherie and a ma. My Cherie Amar.
My Sherry Amar.
More.
My Sherry Amar. My Sherry Amar.
That's it.
Okay. Oh yeah, there was the O. There was the O.
Yeah.
He says the O is big, heavy, and dopey. I hate them. They're really horrible to sing. O is a horrible vowel, like true speech mode. O like is like Cheerios. O's horrible to sing through. It falls.
Okay.
It's dopey. It falls back here. It's heavy. It's ugly. So we tend to want to modulate O into ishness. One of the most beautiful singing vowels that can be a modification from a lot of different other vowels is My Cherie Amar. I mean, that's like 3 different versions of My Cherie Amar. What's the damn lyric there? Happy as a young.
Lovely as a summer day, and then distant as the Milky Way.
My Cherie Amar. Lovely as this. It's not lovely. It's lovely. It's not lovely. It's not lovely. It's lovely as a summer day. Lovely as a summer day. Lovely as a summer day. Yeah.
So avoid the O's. The O's are dragging me down, like emotionally speaking.
And physically too. The resonance for an O is dumpy and low. But yeah. So do it again. Okay. All the way through. Lovely as a summer day, please.
Oh, without the music.
Well, whatever. Either way, it's fine.
Let me try it with the music.
It's gotta be prettier. It's gotta be cuter. It's got to be.
If I fell in love with you.
Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties.
You're singing Cherie Amour. You know, it's got to be pretty.
La la la, 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 la.
Yeah.
La, 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 la. My chérie amour, lovely as a summer day. My chérie amour, distant as the Milky Way. My chérie amour, pretty little one that I adore.
Yeah.
You're the only girl my heart beats for. How I wish that you were mine.
Time out. Time out.
Okay.
Now, that is possibly the best I've ever heard you sing.
Really? No shit. Damn. Okay.
It is.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got it. Okay.
That was tasty.
So good.
Eric, you should say, Eric, that was tasty, wasn't it? It had some, what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say, like, it's not really articulation because that's a physical movement. It's a stylistic thing. I used to say in the studio in Seattle, I used to call it persnickety. Sing a little more persnickety. But what do you think, Eric?
Well, I think you're right when you said articulation, and you know, you were doing something, Coach, which then Jimmy was doing as well, of like just really like really energizing your mouth and your lips, it seemed, when you were like, just now I think you said the word tasty, which sort of like, you know, same thing. So there was something really nice, enjoyable when each of you were saying the words, and then it made it more enjoyable.
Using the lips to kind of shape some pretty colors.
Yeah, really nice.
Okay.
Almost, and by a really like sort of like a dumb American perspective, they wouldn't like to hear this at all, but almost like trying to put like a little fake French in there or something. I don't know.
Right.
I'm lost for the right words, but I like what I do like is using the lips to move the color around to make it a little bit prettier.
Okay, and kind of, I used to have this idea. I haven't said it in a while, but that some good singers are like a ballpoint pen, like the line of a ballpoint pen, and some good singers are like a paintbrush. And the two examples that I would use was like Mike Love of the Beach Boys. I thought he's like a ballpoint pen. It's just like super precise, and there's not a lot of variability in the line. But like Ray Charles, as the opposite of like every line he sings is like changing tone.
Tim, I don't think that's the conversation we're having, though. I'm thinking about going in and out of notes and more bigger melodic ideas. That's not what I'm wanting you to take away from this.
Oh no, I was thinking tonally speaking.
Okay, I'm talking about your articulators. I'm talking about your lips.
Okay.
And how you're using your lips and your tongue to make pretty colors when you're singing a pretty song. Now, I might not use those kinds of ideas if I'm singing like a rock thing. It wouldn't even, physically it just wouldn't even work. But like if you're singing sort of a sweet,
it's a love song,
love song, and you're singing about Cherie Amour, whatever that is. I don't know. It's something cute, something he's in love with, or whatever. So it's got to be pretty. Yeah.
Okay. Well, listen. If you guys thought that sounded good, that's a huge.
Sounded great.
All right. Thank you. That's
really good. Sounded really good, and not only that, it also made your vocal folds compress a little bit and got the sound a little forward too. Like it kind of brought the whole thing together in a nice way. It was good.
Okay. The rest of the song does go a bit higher, but if I can't sing the first part well, it doesn't really matter whether I go higher or not. The first part has to be sounding good. So I need to own this compliment. I'm glad Eric was here to witness it.
Yeah, great.
It was nice, wasn't it, Eric? Yeah.
Cool.
It was really fun, actually, to watch you do that.
Yep, I haven't heard you do that, so it's really, really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. And that means something. When it comes from your buddies and they're musicians, that's the best feedback you can get.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, the next step for me is to be able to get through the whole song, the high sections as well,
Yeah.
and really deliver it. Really deliver it. You know.
So, Jim, maybe your takeaway from this is, in addition, I'm piling on more stuff into your inbox. Okay, is not only be focusing on the compression and the physical, technical issues, which you are really good at working on, but also, you know, try to step out of yourself a little bit and ask, does it sound pretty? Does it sound like I'm serenading somebody I love?
Right.
Do I sound pretty? You know, do I sound in a way that somebody, did I take a shower, dress well on this date? Or do I sound like, you know, a construction worker that didn't take a shower trying to woo somebody? You know, these maybe aren't great metaphors, but you know, something with elegance. Do I sound elegant, and do I sound romantic?
Yeah.
Do I sound romantic? You know?
Okay. Yeah, because I definitely have not considered the artistic side of this song. I've only been thinking like, you know, am I in pitch? Am I singing the right note? You know, and like very technical building block kind of stuff.
I know. And now I'm instructing you to think a little bit more about your artistry too.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, guys. I'll see you in about 4 weeks. Send me emails if you have any questions. Okay.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. I'm kind of stoked to practice harder.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for those compliments, both of you, and I'll Coach, I will see you in a month, and Eric, I'll probably see you in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right,
Thank you. Great to you guys. Thank you so much, Coach. Great seeing you.
Anytime, guys. Bye.
All right, good night.
80% of you are still choking, squeezing, pushing, and have instability problems when you sing high notes, especially when you try to bridge and connect from your chest voice to your head voice through the vocal break. But luckily for you, my team and I have developed the course that will help you. The 4 Pillars of Singing online course. The science that's in this program is current and cutting edge. It's my job to take the time-tested solutions and the science and bring it together, sort of turn it around in a way that is easier for the average guy to grasp. I've probably helped over 1 million singers worldwide in over 155 countries. I've done over 65 public master classes on these techniques, have over 26 certified teachers around the world, and have over 1,500 5-star reviews. It's working. If it wasn't, my teachers, investors, and students wouldn't be here to help us to get this message out to all of you. I am a member of the National Association of Teachers of Singing and the Voice Foundation, where I've spoken at the Symposium in Philadelphia. This is a prestigious platform for only the most vetted teachers in the world. Here's exactly what you get from the 4 Pillars of Singing online course. The world's leading warm-up programs taught in the world's leading vocal training studios. The 5 most commonly used onsets that we see in our lyrics that will help you to map your singing. And lifetime access to this course. Once you get in, it's yours to use forever.